Hey everybody, it's Mike with the Claim Squad Public Adjusters. Today's video, we're going to be talking about roof claims. We're getting into here in Florida a hurricane season. We're at the midpoint of August, and most of these hurricanes, tropical storms, heavy rainstorms come with heavy winds late August, all through September, October. So I thought this would be a good opportunity to discuss a roof insurance claim if when these storms come ashore and hit us. Let's get into the video. So when you're talking about getting the most out of your insurance claim, I'm not talking about different tricks and tips and how to negotiate to some extent. I'm really giving a general overview on how I think you can get the most out of your claim. And that's a topic, remember. So a lot is going to depend on, do you have an asphalt shingle, which is up here in the gray, okay, or concrete tile, which is generally barrel. Now they have flat tile that looks like the asphalt. So a shingle roof will give you a homeowner advantage when it comes to filing a claim, making a claim, and getting paid on a claim, because these tiles are easily damaged. The concrete tiles are more durable, more difficult to find damage, and especially if it's less than 20 years, unless it's really been hit hard by a hurricane. The concrete tile has a greater life expectancy. And again, unless the concrete tile has been hit by a couple tropical storms, hurricanes, tornadoes, these things are pretty durable. I mean, you can get 30, 35 years out of them. A shingle roof, they have a lot of pretty rapid, as far as deterioration because of the natural environment. And then the winds that we constantly see in the rains here in Florida definitely speed up the process of when these roofing systems fail when we're talking about the asphalt shingles. So another aspect of trying to get the most out of your claim is, are you claiming only the roof, or do you also have interior damage? So in one hand, if you only have the roof, we're going to take a look at that, because the way you can get the most out of your claim will differ versus if you have roof damage, leaks, and damage to your interior. All right, so let's take a look a little bit deeper on that. And I want to put the asphalt versus concrete tile first, because this now comes into play as far as a factor from the insurance company's perspective. Do me a favor, if you like this video, give it a like and subscribe to the channel to get more exciting videos such as anything involving roof claims. All right, so let's piecemeal this. We're going to take a look at, you have damage only to the roof, and thankfully you don't have any type of leaks or interior damage or walls that are wet or anything like that. So when you're dealing with only the roof damage part and you're making a claim to the insurance company, first in Florida, you are now going to be at a big disadvantage, a huge disadvantage. The laws have changed. I'll get into that in the next slide. So when you're only the roof, you have to determine if it's only hail or wind. And this goes throughout the whole country, not only in Florida. So if hail, you want your roofer to take photos and circle the marks. If it's wind, same type of situation. And these are just some of the things that you'll find on the tiles. The tiles will be uplifted, both concrete and shingles. Cracks, and that will be from both. The uplifted will be mostly from wind. The cracks you can have from both hail and wind. Missing shingles, that's primarily from wind. Granule loss, now that's going to be for your asphalt shingles, from both wind and hail. Black marks you'll find from hail. So these are just some of the things a roofer should find, circle, and take pictures of. Now, here's a little hint when it comes to how your roofer should do it. If there's not an extraordinary amount of various damage of circle or video, then he should use caution with doing that. You don't want to have one spot he circles in and does a video. No, that wouldn't be wise. So this is the scenario if you have roof damage and interior damage, ceiling stains, water dripping through the walls maybe. So as you see here in Florida now, I do not recommend handling the claim yourself as of July 1st, 2022. The laws have changed. It is not going to be easy for a homeowner to file a roof claim and be successful and get any money from the insurance company. The laws are against the homeowners in Florida like never before. So if they pay for roof repairs, because now the new laws talk about roof repairs, no longer roof replacements, and you have some interior, and you're talking with the adjuster, you want to ask for a reinspection from another field adjuster for them to properly assess it. Tell them, you know what? I'm not saying your guy's wrong. I want a different view. See what their different opinion is, right? And maybe that will work. Here's another little idea. The last point. Ask if they will agree on a neutral roofer to come take a look at everything and evaluate the damages. Because if you've got leaks in multiple areas, you more than likely need your roof to be replaced. So give them a list of 4, 5, 6, however many roofers in the area. Say, hey, listen, I got no affiliation. Pick either one, any of them. And find out what they want as far as an amount to inspect the roof and have them come out and give their opinion. So that's another idea. So to get the most out of your roof claim, you want to utilize your roofer as much as possible. And the roofers are going to have to understand they're going to play a more integral part of not necessarily handling a claim at all, but being your quote-unquote expert witness. You know, I see on YouTube all these roofers talking about how you get your insurance claim paid, your roof insurance company paid. Listen, I'm not there advocating on what type of roofing system you should use and what techniques and so on and so forth. That's not my specialty. I'll let the roofers handle that. The roofers shouldn't be trying to handle your insurance claim. So these new laws in Florida prevent these rogue roofers. There's very few of them. But the rogue roofers that go around door to door and look up to your roof and say, hey, we can get you a new roof. So the new laws, July 1st, 2022 in Florida, got rid of what they call AOBs, assignment of benefits. You sign up, you give your rights to that roofer and their attorney, and then they try and get you a new roof. That's gone. So that was to eliminate these door-to-door roofing companies. Again, there's not a lot, a handful. I mean, less than 10 companies from what I understand doing it. So what you want to do when you're utilizing your roofer on a contract, on his estimate, on his invoice, whatever it is that he's giving you, telling how much the price is, at the top, you want him to write, roof needs replacement due to wind, roof needs replacement due to hail. Pretty simple. Quick phrase. That's it. And it's going to be important for the photos and videos. That is a big plus and advantage. And see, a lot of roofers don't take the photos or videos because they don't know that you're actually doing an insurance claim. So I'm okay with you telling them that you're doing an insurance claim and if they could take photos for you. So when we're talking about getting the most out of your roof claim, obviously it's going to come down now to you and the adjuster. Okay. Point number 1, keep on them. The most important point of this whole video, well, not the whole video, this slide. Please keep all communication in email. This is so very important. I try stressing this on my other videos. Keep communication by email as much as possible. Now, what you always want to do is if you're lucky enough. Florida residents, I doubt this is even going to apply to us anymore. You're going to have to get people to help you right from the start. A public adjuster and or an attorney. Tell them that the roof and interior, if you have interior, can't be done for the amount that you're offering. Simply tell them in an email, thank you for your offer. Unfortunately, I can't even get a roofer out here for that price. Boom, that's it. See what they say. And it goes to the next point. Can't even start repairs, can't even start roof replacement. And then you can follow up by saying, after you say that you don't have enough money, say, but however, I am willing to accept, and then put in your amount. So you're telling them you can't, but you can do it for this amount. All right. And then here's another little trick, I guess you could say, tip. Ask them if they would agree to have a neutral umpire assess the damage. See, no matter what state you're in, there are these umpires. And we have a bunch in Florida, a ton. We have umpires that work for an appraisal situation. An appraisal situation is like a mediation. Here's what it is. I have a video on that on my YouTube channel if you want to check it out. The insurance company hires an appraiser. You hire an appraiser, or if you have a public adjuster, depending on the insurance company, they can serve as the appraiser, so it won't cost you anything. These two choose an umpire. Essentially, they all go to umpire for the most part for a decision. So if you can avoid that step and just say, hey, can we agree on an umpire? Now, make sure there are a lot of insurance-friendly umpires, especially in Florida. So you got to be careful. There's some I wouldn't even think about hiring if they're the last ones left in Florida. So you got to be careful. You got to know and maybe try and get recommendations from people, say maybe a roofer, an attorney, a public adjuster in your area, so on and so forth. So you don't want to go through the appraisal process, and make sure you tell the insurance company, listen, I'm not asking to go through the appraisal process. I'm asking simply if we can bring a neutral third-party umpire to find out, make a decision on what this claim is worth. So here's something else. Normally, when we're trying to negotiate roofing settlements, these figures are pretty close, 500 or 750 square foot for asphalt shingle, depending where you live. You know, they call these squares. So if you have 33 squares, it'd be 3,300 square feet. There you go. Concrete tile, between 1,000 and 1,500 square feet for the concrete tiles. So this gives you at least an idea how we kind of negotiate with the insurance companies, me and the attorneys, when we have to. So all in all, listen, it doesn't matter what state you live in these days. The insurance companies have had enough with roof claims. Florida, we are in for a rude awakening when it comes to roof insurance claims, roof damage insurance claims. And I do not recommend whatsoever you try to handle it yourself. You're going to find out the hard way. We are going to find out the hard way. All of us in Florida, that these insurance companies and the laws that they have passed are brutally unfavorable for a homeowner. Brutally unfavorable. So that's my number one advice. All these other things that I encompass hopefully should help you get the most out of your claim. There's a few other things, minor things you could throw in there here and there, but I just kind of want to get to the meat on the bone topics, the topics that I thought that can help you. So my name's Mike. I'm a public adjuster here in the state of Florida. I represent a ton of people for all different types of claims. And I put these videos out to try to help you, some of you out there that may have filed your claim and then now you realize you're stuck and maybe you found my channel, found my video. If you do live in Florida, you need help with a claim, advice on a claim, want me to represent you on a claim, here's how you can get a hold of me. Other people in other states, and I get quite a few calls. I try to help out as much as I possibly can. I don't know all the laws in the other states, so it makes it a little bit difficult, but some of the general principles of how you handle a claim are nonetheless the same. Hope you enjoyed this video. Again, my name is Mike with the Claim Squad Public Adjusters.